Welcome to the Golden Village Lodge in the heart of Kicking Horse Country. We are family owned and operated for over 30 years and pride ourselves on welcoming each and every guest as a member of our very own family. Whether you are in town for business or for leisure, allow us to be your home away from home during your stay in the Golden area.
Looking for a great place to eat? Then join us for lunch or dinner at the Indian Kitchen Golden, located at the Golden Village Lodge. We offer a variety of vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes to satisfy all palates. Our chefs use only the freshest ingredients, bringing together all types of flavors. We make sure every dish is marinated in exotic Indian spices and cooked to perfection. Indian Kitchen Golden. Food, flavor, life.
Fernie zone. Putting it up ahead of the play is Zink. Zink, though, couldn't get it past center, and now it's batted back deep into the Fernie zone. Simon Bergzegel with a huge goal, lifting Fernie to a 1-0 lead here in the first, as the Ghost Riders now will try to break it out of their zone, and they'll do just that. Now a chance here for a break as a foot race ensues, but Golden is able to get to it first as Samuel Luce beats out Gavin Laurie to a loose puck. And Laurie, another newcomer to the Fernie Ghost Riders, came close to a good chance there, but good hustle from the Golden defender to keep that from materializing. Nick Sombrowski throws it up ahead. It's dumped into the Fernie zone. Fonger playing it, leaves it for his defender. Now Tristan down in behind his net, waiting for a bit of help before he initiates the breakout. But Golden coming in with a very aggressive forecheck, and now they have possession. Pass comes up to the point. Going to the far side, and a shot comes in, and that one sent wide off the stick of point man Steve Bigham. Now the Ghost Riders coming back the other way. Nick Sombrowski tried to make a dipsy doodle around a fallen Rocket. He gets the puck back on a sharp angle, and that one is off Baker, and it bounces into the end boards. Gleisner trying to liberate it for Sombrowski, but that pass didn't materialize, and now Bigham will take it for a skate for Golden to get it out of harm's way, as the Rockets now send it deep into Fernie territory. Kyle Klein, rookie defender for the Fernie Ghost Riders, gets it over to Savvy Gill. Gill being watched by a few Rockets forecheckers. Sends it out to neutral ice. The puck is lost and sent back in by Golden. Golden coming in with a 2-1-2 forecheck. Lenzen trying to make a play at the blue line, couldn't. But he gets it back. He tries to spring Welford for a chance, but now, check that, it's DeFoss rather. DeFoss couldn't catch up to it. Vekved sends it out to neutral ice for the Golden Rockets. It'll go back to Kyle Klein. Klein tags it up ice. Sebastian Iannuzzi unable to make a play for it. Iannuzzi still looking for his first goal of the season, as now it's sent out by the Golden Rockets. A good clear there from defender Cale Wareham. And now a chance here from the slot, and a big crowd forming in front of Riley Fonger, and a nice play there by Brian White to get it through that crowd. But Fonger comes up big with the save. And as he streaks into the Golden zone, but is checked this time. Bergsegel already with 3 goals, and he's only played 4 KIJHL periods, 3.5 if you count it. Neems in the Golden zone, gets it to the far boards. Tristan down from the point. Check that, it was Derek Green getting the shot away. Vekved clearing it up for Golden as it comes up to center ice. And now the Ghost Riders quickly gain possession as Jordan Crom with a weak shot from outside the blue line. That's easily handled by Baker, and he'll hold on to that for a face-off, which will be coming up to his left. And once again, I should have done this at the top of the broadcast, but using the rotary radio scale, the Fernie Ghost Riders shooting towards the smaller numbers, and the Golden Rockets shooting towards the higher numbers. Face-off win in the Golden Zone for Fernie. Brennan Neems makes a nice move to free up some space. He chips one towards the goal, looking for Bergsegel, but couldn't get it to him. And now the puck frees up for the Rockets as Taylor tries to clear it, but he put it off the safety mesh over the glass, and this one will be whistled dead, and we'll have another face-off coming up in the Golden Zone. Once again, it'll be to Baker's left. As Fernie goes with the line change, they're coming with the line of Sebastian Iannuzzi, Corey Zink, and Johnny Elias. Elias coming to the team in October from the Columbia Valley Rockies. Came in hot, but hasn't scored too much lately. Only one goal since joining the Ghost Riders, and I'm sure that's a player that Jeff Wagner would like to see factor into the scoring just a little bit more. Of course, that can go ditto for most of the lineup. Fernie has been having trouble scoring as of lately, and that's one of the reasons that they did go after Simone Bergsegel, who has provided an offensive punch for the Ghost Riders. Their only goal today and two of them yesterday. Face-off coming to the left of Baker. Won by the Golden Rockets. Taylor throwing it up. Grabowski relays it up the wing, and now in come the Rockets. Taking it for a skate. That was Colton Hutchinson, and he's tied up along the boards as the puck frees up. And now the Rockets get a break here as a bad pass comes in, and Brendan Syme Vivian almost got sprung for a chance, but quick to converge were the Fernie Ghost Riders defenders, and no shot to be had in that instance. Ghost Riders clear it out to neutral zone. Golden having to tag up. They drive it back in deep. Fonger out of his goal to leave it for his defender, and now the Ghost Riders playing it off the glass. They'll get it deep to the Golden blue line, but Rockets once again take over the puck, albeit briefly, as Johnny Elias gets it right back for Fernie, and now they'll try to break out. Gavin Lowry couldn't hang on to it. Sombrowski looking for Lowry, couldn't get it over to him. Now a tie-up ensues along the boards. Elias is able to find it and dump it in. Stephen Bigham skating back for it for the Golden Rockets. Relays a pass. Pashniak had it go off a body that was hitting Gleasoner, who got in the way of the passing lane, and now it comes back into the Golden Zone. Bigham will skate it out for the Rockets. Breaks center, dumps it in. Kyle Klein in a foot race for it, wins the race for Fernie as he throws it around the boards, and now it comes out to the stick of Nicholas Sombrowski. Nice pass off the boards, gets it up to Kyle Ford. Ford with a shot, and that's a nice save from Baker. And Ford chasing after the puck and his shot, and he draws a bit of attention from a pair of Golden Rocket skaters after the whistle, but nothing more than a couple of waiatas, and they'll separate their ways. 4:54 to go in the first period. Shots at 7-6 for the Fernie Ghost Riders, who lead this game 1-0. Face off in the Golden Zone is won by Fernie. Puck dumped down deep off the boards. Kyle Ford gets to it. And the Ghost Riders unable to hang it in as Kyle Klein's pinch didn't go as planned. Now the Ghost Riders able to pick it up in their zone. Klein to Savvy Gill. They'll take it up the left side as Sombrowski throws it over to the right now. And in comes Kyle Ford. He leaves it out for Sombrowski, who gets a chance, and that's going to be stopped by the Golden netminer. Just getting word on that Fernie first goal that the assist came from Jordan Crom. Once again, thank you to the staff here in the broadcast booth for their help on that one. So Crom also adding to his point totals. He had 4 last night, and now he has the assist tonight on that Bergsegel goal. As a face-off will ensue now in the Golden Zone. It's won by the Ghost Riders. DeFoss throws it ahead. Dave Lenzen chased after it, couldn't get to it. Now it's off the boards. A nice play by Briar White, and out come the Golden Rockets. Streaking in, trying to drive it to the net was Jaden Hendricks. He's taken into the boards as he gets a shot away, and that puck is covered up. And play is going to be whistled down. And we're going to have our game's first penalty as well, as Derek Green's been taken off the ice. That's going to be the first penalty tonight. It's been a pretty cleanly played game so far, and it'll bring up Fernie's first penalty kill of the night, which is for Fernie Auto Parts, your U-Haul outlet in Fernie. Taking a look at the special teams, both teams very close in both respects, both on power play and penalty kill. Fernie does have the second best penalty kill in the KIJHL right now, clicking at an 89.57% efficiency rating, while Golden's power play is at 13th. They're clicking at 13.89%. Fernie does have 8 shorthanded goals this season, so they do like to attack from time to time when they're down a man. The Golden Rockets now will try to set up for the power play as Jaden Collar gets it in. Throwing it down deep. Riley Egan back to the point he looked, but nobody there, and now it's going to be sent down the length. And that will eat some time off this Fernie penalty kill as Dominic Turner tries to bring it back into the Fernie zone quickly, but he had the puck knocked away from his stick, and the Ghost Riders able to collect it and dump it down as DeVos sends it the length, and Baker will play it for a defender. Jaden Collin once again picking it up, and he'll skate it out. Gingerly walking his way into the Fernie zone, clears it. Dominic Turner chasing it down but couldn't get to it, and the Ghost Rider defender does. And once again, this will be sent down the length of the ice. Good start to this penalty kill for the Ghost Riders with a minute 15 already elapsed in the Golden power play. It's the Rockets handle it along their neutral ice, and now they'll try to venture into Fernie territory, and they do. Taking it in is Bryce Trimmer. Trimmer over to White. Ryder White's shot through a crowd, hit a body, didn't make it to the net, and the Ghost Riders will try to clear, but they'll lift it over the glass and out of play, and a whistle to be blown here with 2:32 to go in the first period and 26 seconds remaining in the penalty to Derek Green for the Fernie Ghost Riders. Face-off coming up in the Fernie zone. This will be to the right of Riley Fogger, and it's won by the Golden Rockets, and now it's held by Cale Wareham. Wareham, though, couldn't hang on to it, and the Ghost Riders do pick it up, and Kyle Ford gets a big clear to send it down the length of the ice. And Terrell Vekved skates it up for Golden. He'll alley-oop it towards the Fernie crease, and that will be held on to by Riley Fogger for another face-off. With 6 seconds to go now in this Golden power play, they'll have time for one last chance to set up if they're able to win this offensive zone face-off. Fernie coach Jeremy Bloomis going with a few fresh legs for the power play unit. But the Golden Rockets don't get the possession as quickly as they wanted to, and now they'll be able to keep the puck in the Fernie zone, but the Ghost Riders are able to kill off the remainder of the penalty. And power play for Golden falls to 0 for 1 on the evening. As a shot comes in and goes off a body and over the glass and out of play, they'll call for another whistle and another face-off upcoming. And 1:59 now to go in the first period. A 1-0 lead for the Fernie Ghost Riders. It's Simon Bergsegel with the lone goal tonight. Jordan Crom factoring in with the assist. Face-off in the Ghost Rider zone. This is won by the Rockets. Terrell Vekved throwing it in deep, and now it's Derek Green in a boards battle, trying to liberate it, and he finally gets a handle on it. As Bryce Trimmer couldn't keep it in, but the Ghost Riders once again lift the puck over the glass and out of play, and this calls for another face-off and another stoppage. So this period had pretty good pace going to it, but it's slowed down quite considerably now with whistles coming every odd few seconds here at Golden. Fernie with the 1-0 lead over the Rockets. Game 3 of the season series between these two teams. Fernie has won both of the past prior outings, both by scores of 3-2. The last one, of course, November 24th, an overtime win for the Ghost Riders, for the fans at the Sparwood Leisure Center who got to take that one in while the Memorial Center was undergoing roof trestle repairs. Once again, the puck is covered by Riley Fogger for a face-off in the Fernie zone as the Golden Rockets go with a wholesale change. And to take the draw now for the Golden Rockets is Sean Grabowski, and he's able to pull it back for Terrell Vekved. Vekved, though, couldn't hang on to it, and the Ghost Riders are able to dump it out to center ice. It comes back into the Ghost Rider zone. Handled by Fonger. This time he'll play it out for Savvy Gill, who plays it off the boards, though it doesn't go as far as he would have liked, as Jacob Dewar makes a good play along to hold on to it briefly. Now the Ghost Riders with a chance to break it out. Brendan Neems up to the blue line, but his pass went wayward. He was trying to pick it for Bergsagel, but now back come the Rockets, and a sharp angle shot comes in, and that's going to be stopped as Colton Hutchinson had a good look. And behind the net is Sean Grabowski, trying to make a play for it. Gets it back to the point, and a blast there off the stick of Ryan Taylor, and that one shot through a crowd, and once again Riley Fonger having to eye that one down through a sea of bodies, and he's able to do just that and make another big save in the Fernie crease. As we've entered the final minute of the first period, 11-8 now the shots. Golden has overtaken in the lead in that respect, but still trailing the Fernie Ghost Riders 1-0. Another offensive zone face-off here for the Rockets to try to get a set play, as Alex Johnson will take the draw and win it back. Handled by Stephen Bigham, I should say. Down it goes to Alex Johnson. Gavin Lowry knocked along the boards, and he'll hold it there, try to eat some time away off the clock. Fends off a check, and now it's handled by Lowry. Tried to play it over to Zink, but the puck went off his skate, and Zink couldn't make the play for it. But now Johnny Elias with some good hustle as he makes a break towards the Golden net, but he lost the puck, and Baker swipes it out of harm's way, back to the near boards. Play comes back to neutral ice. Final 10 seconds. Ghost Riders dump it in. Callan throws it up ahead. Syme Vivian with a chance to skate with it as he enters the Fernie blue line just as the buzzer goes to signal the end of the first period here in Golden, and a good period for the Fernie Ghost Riders as they come away with a 1-0 lead off the heels of that Simon Bergsagel goal. But the Golden Rockets did come on as the period commenced and did win the shots battle in that first frame 11-8. So a lot to be decided here still between these two teams, and we'll take a quick break and we'll summarize that first period when we return on 99.1 The Drive. Welcome back to the Golden Arena as we get ready for this Ghost Rider first period summary for Boston Pizza and Sports Bar in Fernie. Always open late with a full menu till close, and you can catch all your favorite sporting action. Wiley Henderson here on 99.1 The Drive. I'm also substituting today for the Golden broadcasters, so this broadcast is also live on playfullscreen.com. If you are streaming, you'll be able to tune into 99.1 The Drive and catch some of our first intermission features. Right now we're doing the period summary, which is, again, for Boston Pizza Sports Bar in Fernie. The Ghost Riders with a 1-0 lead after the first frame. That comes off the heels of a goal from Simon Bergsagel in his second career KIJHL game. Already making a lot of noise, 2 goals and an assist yesterday, and he picks up in a big way today with a goal around the midway mark of the first period. Assist on that one from Jordan Crom. That was a play where the puck just found its way into the slot loose, and Simon Bergsagel was able to put a quick shot in past goaltender Ryan Baker to make it 1-0 On the power play, Fernie, no opportunities with the man advantage. Golden was 0 for 1, and Golden did outshoot Fernie 11-8 in that first period. So that's basically all there is to summarize from that first period of action between the Ghost Riders and the Golden Rockets. When we come back, we'll hear from our first period interview right after this short break. Welcome back to the Golden Arena in Golden, BC. Wiley Henderson here on 99.1 The Drive, as well as PlayFullScreen.com from the Golden Arena. After 20 minutes of play between the Fernie Ghost Riders and the Golden Rockets, the score is Fernie 1, Golden 0. That's on the heels of a Simon Bergseigel goal. We'll hear from Simon a little later in the broadcast, but for now we will take it back to an interview we recorded earlier this week in the Drive newsroom. This was actually reporter Nathaniel Lee who did the interview, and he was talking with Red Deer Rebels Assistant General Manager Sean Sutter. And, of course, that was regarding the big trade between the WHL's Kootenay Ice and the Red Deer Rebels that happened last week, seeing Kootenay Ice fan favorite Cam Hosinger as well as Brett Davis head to the Rebels in exchange for a quartet of forwards that was River Fahey, Austin Schellenberg, Justin Svensson, and Chase Berthollet, as well as 5 draft picks. So definitely a monster trade between the two teams. And now let's hear a little bit about the trade from the Red Deer side of things from Sean Sutter with Nathaniel Lee, Drive reporter, right here. All right. All right, so that was drive reporter Nathaniel Lee with Red Deer Rebels Assistant General Manager Sean Setter speaking to the big trade that took place last week between the Red Deer Rebels and the Kootenay Ice. Of course, Kootenay Ice losing fan favorite forward Cam Hosinger in that trade. He will now be with the playoff contender, the Red Deer Rebels, of course, pushing for first place in the Central Division as we speak. And the Kootenay Ice are in action tonight. They'll be in Spokane. Actually, that game should have just got underway. And we'll hear all about that and more from Renee in the booth when he gives us the out-of-town scoreboard right after this short break. I mean, of course, we're hearing Golden on 99.1 The Drive and PlayFullScreen.com. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Fernie Ghost Riders after a period of play. Wiley Henderson here. Welcome back to the Golden Arena in Golden, BC as we continue to tick away on this first intermission between the Fernie Ghost Riders and the Golden Rockets. It's an Eddie Mountain Division battle. It's the third game of the season between the two clubs, both coming into this one with 29 points each. And after a period of play, it's Fernie who is up 1-0. That's again off the heels of Simon Bergseigel's third goal of the season. If that's a new-sounding name to you, that's because he's a new-sounding name to the team. He had his first KIJHL game yesterday, did the Copenhagen, Denmark native, and he pitched in with 2 goals and an assist, as well as 6 penalty minutes, so he's not afraid of the rough stuff either. And he's paying dividends for the Fernie Ghost Riders indeed. We heard Jeff Wagner, the head coach for the Ghost Riders, at the beginning of the game say that he is an offensive specialist, and that seems to be a very apt assessment of the newcomer. Another newcomer to the Fernie Ghost Riders who we haven't talked about a whole lot yet, but definitely will be coming up quite a bit as this game commences, I can promise you that. Gavin Lowry from Whitehorse, Yukon, and he came in last week, I believe. His first game was against the Kimberley Dynamiters in that 2-1 Fernie win last weekend, which snapped Kimberley's 12-game winning streak. And he did have his first goal as a Ghost Rider in yesterday's win versus Spokane, so definitely fitting in nicely to the lineup, or the two newcomers to Fernie, and of course adding a bit of scoring punch, which, as Jeff Wagner said, is something that has been needed throughout the season, and it seems that they've gotten that just in time for the Christmas holidays. Of course, still a bit of mileage to go for the Ghost Riders until they get to the holiday break. And looking at the Golden Rockets, their struggles the past few seasons, well documented, but this season, a rookie lead-in roster has really given the team a punch, and they're a playoff contender indeed in this uber-tight Eddie Mountain division, neck and neck with the Fernie Ghost Riders for almost a month in the standings here. Led by newcomer Briar White, his 12 goals and 20 assists leads the team with 32 points. Of course, most of that production coming with the Grand Forks Border Bruins. Briar White was a recent acquisition for the Golden Rockets. Dominic Turner has been great for Golden. The rookie skater with 21 goals already this season in just 23 games, 27 points, and he really loves to use that speed of his, as was evident in that first period. So it'll be interesting to see how some of these newcomers, not that Turner is a newcomer, but a rookie in a sense to the league, interesting to see how all three of those faces will shape the dictation of this game as it commences. So we're just about done with the intermission here. There was a minor hockey display on at the start of the intermission that made it run a bit long, but they're just about ready to get out onto the ice with about 2.5 minutes to go until puck drops. So we'll take one more quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the opening face-off of the second period between the Fernie Ghost Riders and the Golden Rockets. It's Fernie 1-0 after one period of play. Thanks. Sorry, I got that feed in, and I had my radio feed on this. So
you're doing awesome. Thank you so much for coming here tonight.
Oh, no problem. I'm actually back next Saturday too. So if they're not around, I can do this again.
Well, let's put it this way. I think the young fellow might be back, but you can still come here.
Okay. Good.
You know,
it's cold out there.
Yes. Yeah, and you're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
So
Appreciate
it's
that.
Wiley?
Yes, Wiley Henderson.
And you a radio guy for 99.1?
Yeah, I'm the news director.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we have a good thing going here. And
Yeah, you really do.
yeah, and it's awesome to be able to watch from up here.
It is, yes. And I'm glad this opens too, because we can actually see a little bit down there.
Oh yeah, you can see in that corner.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And of course, thank God for this.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have to
I
come
know.
and check that sometime.
I was a bit worried about that when I came to sit down. Where's the clock? Okay, good.
Yeah, we try to make up for everything. Right there.
Welcome back to the Golden Arena. Second period just got underway, and an early chance for the Fernie Ghost Riders right off the draw. As coming in there was Bergsegel, who had a great shot right off the hop, but Ryan Baker with a huge save for the Golden Rockets. So that's one way to start for the Fernie Ghost Riders, as that chance came just at about the 10-second mark here of the second period. 17 seconds elapsed as the puck escapes the ice surface and goes over the glass and out of play, calling for another face-off, this time in the Golden zone, drawn to be taken by Fernie's Jordan Crom and Golden's Jacob Dewar. Draw is to the left of Baker. It's won by Fernie. Comes back to the point. Derek Green blast one is tipped. It comes in front. Bergsegel with a couple of looks at it, and Baker able to keep it out with a good series of pad saves. And now out come the Rockets trying to break out of their own. Shot comes in, and that one is going to be handled. And that was off the stick of Alex Johnson as they battle for it now deep in the Fernie zone. And it'll come out for Bergsegel. Bergsegel throws it up ice, looking for Brennan Neems. Couldn't quite get it to him, and it comes back now his way. Bergsegel playing it off the left boards as he looks for Neems on the other side of the ice. But the Golden Rockets able to find it and send it down the length. And it'll be Greg Szynski dumping it down from his own zone, and from the wrong side of center, icing is called on the Fernie Ghost Riders, and they'll have a face-off upcoming in their own end of the rink. And an unexpected commercial there as play continues. Now in the Golden zone, it'll be lifted up to center ice, and chasing it down for Fernie is Eric Welford as he battles now in the far corner with Alex Johnson for Golden, and there's a huge save from Riley Fonger, his best of the night, as Brian White had to come out to the circle, and he got a good look at a wrist shot, and Riley Fonger had to come up huge with the big glove save. Fonger, of course, had the hot glove yesterday, making 33 of 33 saves in a big 6-0 win versus Spokane last night, and Fonger looks to be in his groove in the Ghost Riders crease for sure. Face-off is going to be coming up now in the the Fernie zone to the left of Fonger. Draw is won by Fernie. Savvy Gill lets it go over to Dave Lenzen. Lenzen on the right side for Fernie, passes it across ice, finds Sebastian Iannuzzi, who dumps it down into the Golden end of the rink. No icing on the play. Coming back for it is defender Stephen Bigham. Bigham relays it up the boards, and it comes out for Dominic Turner. Turner, though, couldn't clear. Fernie keeps the possession going, and Dylan DeFoss bumping with Bigham. As now the Rockets look to break it out, and they'll get a chance here as Dominic Turner comes in with speed. Turner shoots off the goal post. He beat Fonger, but not the iron. And the goalie's best friend bailing out the Fernie netminder there, as the super rookie for Golden nearly had this one tied up at ones with a great wrist shot off a terrific rush. Play continues. Fernie's Savvy Gill relays it up for Dave Lenzen. Lenzen coming in now, 3-on-2 partial. But the puck is checked, and now it's the Golden Rockets with possession. They'll dump it down the length of the ice after a great chance earlier on in that shift from Dominic Turner, and it's Bryce Trimmer shooting it down deep. Greg Szynski takes a bump from Turner, lost it. Turner finds some pass in the slot, and a chance there, but a tough break for Dewar as he couldn't get the quality shot away, and had a few Fernie defenders converge upon him as he was trying to release. Fernie, though, still having problems escaping their own end. Kyle Ford has one go behind him. Savvy Gill gets to it first for Fernie, trying to usher it up the right side now, but they can't break the blue line, and it's sent back in off a good pinch from Golden defender Samuel Lucier. Now here's Grabowski. Over to Lucier at the point. Lucier's shot, that's going to be blocked. A good job by Gleasoner to get in the way of the shooting lane, and now out comes Kyle Ford. He's in alone with 4 back-checking Rockets watching him. He'll throw it to the other side of the boards, and now play is going to be whistled down. And it looks like the net going slightly off its moorings, so that warrants the stoppage in play. And now the officials discussing where the face-off will emanate. Looks to be happening in the Golden end. And that will be the case. The draw will come to the left of Rockets goaltender Ryan Becker, who's had himself quite the night. Each goaltender facing 12 shots thus far. All 12 stopped by Fonger. Baker is 11 for 12. Only one penalty in this game so far. That went to Derek Green earlier on in the first period. Fernie able to successfully kill off the Golden power play in that instance. Now an offensive zone faceoff for the Ghost Riders. Corey Zink unable to pull this one back, but Fernie's able to get possession. One-timer from the point. Green shot made it through. Baker's able to get in front of it. And now the Rockets begin to skate it out. Chipped across ice. Chasing it down with Stephen Bigham. He'll get it deep. Play comes in towards the Fernie net. Johnny Elias skating it out, but Pashniak gets in the way of it and keeps Fernie hemmed in their own zone. Now Derek Green tries to play off the boards, but he didn't get a lot on that puck. And now Pashniak is taken down as he tries to shoot, and this will give Fernie another penalty to kill off, as the tripping call is indicated, and no arguments from Johnny Elias as he heads off the ice. And now Golden takes to the power play for the second time this evening, and this will bring up another Fernie Ghost Riders penalty kill for Fernie Auto Parts, your steel headquarters in the Elk Valley. Golden's power play 0 for 1 this evening. Golden coming into this game with the league's 13th ranked power play. Ghost Rider penalty kill is ranked second in the KIJHL. And right away, they're able to clear it out to neutral ice, are the Ghost Riders, off the face-off to begin the power play for Golden. And the Rockets will try to skate it in and set it up. Puck comes back to Briar White. He hits the blue line, but not much further as it comes back out. Throwing it across ice was Jaden Callan. And now out come the Rockets as they look to break it in. It's Bryce Trimmer shooting it into the near corner. Dominic Turner gives chase. He's being watched by Tristan Down as the play is now in behind the Fernie net. Bryce Trimmer trying to pass it out to the point, but his pass was intercepted, and the Ghost Riders are able to slowly clear it down the length of the ice. A good play by Ryan Baker to get it right back into neutral territory, trying to spring his Golden Rockets to get a set up quickly, and now play is whistled dead as the puck was knocked down by a high stick and handled by Savvy Gill. And we'll get a stoppage here with 50 seconds gone in the Golden power play. 1-0 the score in favor of the Fernie Ghost Riders. 10 seconds shy of the 5-minute mark of the second period. Fernie coming into this game. This is their 25th game of the season. Golden's 29th. So they're tied in points, but Fernie does have 4 games in hand. But as Jeff Wagner said, they're not games in hand if you don't win them. And right now, Golden trying to do everything they can to make sure that Fernie doesn't take one in their own barn, as Hendricks gets a chance to pass it out to Alex Johnson, and that one misfired. And now a chance here for Jordan Crom shorthanded as he tries to get in on the defender. Backhand shot, big save, Baker. Rebound out for DeFoss. And he couldn't get a shot away, but now he'll just skate it around in neutral ice to save off precious time, and a good job by Crom to rush to the net, though his angle towards the goal was cut off a good rush back from Kalen Wareham, the Red Deer native, with a good defensive play. Rockets bringing it back in. Terrell Vekved gets a pass off the boards and didn't materialize, and now a shorthanded 2-on-1 here for the Ghost Riders. It's Ford looking for Sombrowski. Ford ends up shooting, and that's going to be easily handled by Baker. And now back come the Rockets. Dying seconds of the power play. 4 seconds to go in the man advantage as Gabrowski gets a shot away, and that's set wide, and now the penalty to Elias has expired. No icing on the play as Elias tries to chase it down, fresh out of the penalty box. Puck now in the neutral zone. Savvy Gill bumps away from a hit, trying to throw a pass, no look, and it was going to Elias, but that's intercepted. Now the Golden Rockets have it deep into the Fernie zone once again. Fonger out to play it. He's being watched by a pair of Rocket forecheckers. But Brandon Neem's able to liberate it and at least get it to center, but not much further, and the Rockets once again driving it back in. The Rockets poised to play dump and chase hockey, and it's been working as they've been getting some chances, but nothing going past Fonger just yet. Coming back the other way, Bergsegel gets a shot away. That one not on course, going a tad wide of the Golden net. Playing now in behind the Rocket crease. And Golden will break it out. Here's Dewar. Being watched by Savvy Gill. He's up against the near boards. Now back to the point, and a shot coming through, and that's going to be once again stopped by Riley Fonger off the stick of Ryan Taylor, who gets a good blast from the point through a crowd. And the Fernie goaltender once again up to the task with 12:59 to go in the second period. Shots now at 15-13 for the Ghost Riders, who lead the hockey game 1-0. Both the games these two teams have played been very close. This is Fernie's first trip to Golden this season. They'll be back here next Saturday. That's another game we'll have for you right here on 99.1 The Drive. Of course, we'll also have the next two Tuesday games coming up. The Ghost Riders in Invermere to face the Columbia Valley Rockies on Tuesday. That will be broadcast live, as well as the one coming on the Tuesday after that in Kimberley. That will actually be the last broadcast on The Drive of 2018, and then we'll be back in Kimberley to start 2019. Looking here on current day 2018, and the Ghost Riders enjoying a 1-0 lead over the Golden Rockets, but the Rockets doing everything they can to try to chip away at it. The Ghost Riders now have possession as Derek Green tries to throw it up ice. Couldn't connect with Gavin Lowry, and the play bounces deep into the Golden zone. Rockets will now try to usher a breakout. Play is alley-ooped up. Green couldn't handle it for the Fernie Ghost Riders. He leaves for Szynski. Szynski gets it over to Dave Lenson, and now Lenson begins to skate it out. He'll dump it in. Ryan Baker throwing it up the boards. Simon Vivian couldn't get it for Golden, and the Rockets having all kinds of trouble clearing. Now they'll throw it high off the glass, and it bounces into the Fernie zone. Tristan Down, veteran defender. My good longtime close personal friend picks it up, and he'll throw it back over to Eric Welford. Back to Down. Tristan Down trying to skate it out. Couldn't quite get it there, and now it bounces into the Golden zone. Baker making a play for it. Cale Wareham throwing it over to the far side, and that's going to be Dominic Turner trying to get it out. Turner had a great chance earlier in the period. Beat Fonger on the glove side, but hit the goalpost. And now behind the play, a few players tumbling to the ice, and that draws the response from the Golden Trout. And Turner on the other side of the rink throwing a hit. And Bryce Trimmer is still going at it with Eric Welford as they are jawing at each other, as the puck is already now way down at the other end of the ice. Back in the Golden zone it is, and they're fighting for it, and now Golden comes out with it. Bryce Trimmer had it briefly, and now he's lost it. It comes back to Terrell Vekved. Vekved was looking for Turner. Turner, though, couldn't hang on to the pass, and it'll bounce all the way down into the Fernie Ghost Riders zone past the goal line, and an icing call is assessed to the Golden Rockets. We'll take a quick break from the broadcast. When we come back, more second period action between the Fernie Ghost Riders and the Golden Rockets on 99.1 The Drive. Oh, we'll forgo the break. Welcome back to the Golden Arena. We're live on 99.1 The Drive and PlayFullScreen.com here at the Golden Arena. It's 1-0 Fernie Ghost Riders at the midway mark of the second period. And now Brendan Deems skating it into the Golden zone. He gets stripped of the puck before he could get a shot away. Play still in the Golden side as Savvy Gill comes in from the point to play it over to Crom. And Crom gets a blast away, but didn't get all of it. It bounces into the Golden crease, and it'll be held for a face-off. And now the two teams will have their TV timeout. And we're hearing another unscheduled commercial go over the broadcast, but that's all right. So now they're having the TV timeout between the two teams at the midway mark of this second period. Shots now 17-13 in favor of the Fernie Ghost Riders, who lead the game 1-0. A very important game standing-wise, as I've mentioned. Both coaches really wanting to make a statement here in a game that does bear significance in the standings. As I mentioned, both teams coming into this one at the 29-point mark and trying to seal that third seed in the Eddie Mountain Division standings. Of course, a lot of hockey to be played still in the KIJHL regular season. But definitely some bragging rights up for grabs, and these two teams will be right back at it 7 days from now, right here in Golden. And boy, what a resurgence the Golden Rockets have had this season. The last 3 seasons have been quite difficult for the Rockets. They haven't been able to contend, but this year they've iced quite a strong team, and they've been neck and neck with the Ghost Riders all season long, and they've rallied for some pretty big wins, including yesterday's 5-2 decision over the Creston Valley Thundercats. One of the big players in that one was Jaden Hendricks, who's being sent out now by Jeremy Bloomis. 2-point night for him yesterday. In fact, 2 goals to speak of in that big 5-2 victory. Face off in the Golden zone. Fernie battling for it, and behind the Rocket net, it's Aiden Gleasoner trying to jar it loose. He couldn't quite get a stick on it, though, and now Hendricks is able to bend it off the boards and get it out to neutral ice. Picked up there quickly by Greg Szynski, and he gets it down to Gleasoner, but Gleasoner couldn't hang on to it. Now behind the play, it bounces out, and Hendricks chasing it down to the Fernie zone, and he takes a big hit on the boards from Derek Green, but neither player seeing unscathed by that comment. Actually, Hendricks appears to be in a bit of discomfort as he favors his way back to the bench. It looks like he's clutching towards that upper clavicular area, and now he's going right to the dressing room in obvious discomfort. His play has been whistled down. And definitely not something that the Golden Rockets want to see, as Jaden Hendricks, one of their better players, trying to shake off the effects of that contact with Derek Green in behind the Fernie net. Away from the play on the other side of the rink, the puck's being covered for a face-off by by Golden netminder Ryan Baker, who's been seeing quite a bit of rubber come his way in this hockey game. Face-off coming up to his left. Johnny Elias in for the draw for the Fernie Ghost Riders. And he's unable to pull this one back against Thomas Johnson of Lethbridge, wearing the number 4 for the Golden Rockets. Johnson in behind the Fernie net, running into a trio of Ghost Rider back checkers. And the puck is jarred loose, and it's going to be Derek Green trying to throw it up to the neutral zone, but couldn't quite get it there. It bounces back in behind the Fernie net. Now Welford once again trying to throw it up the same side, but again, it's kept in on a good pinch from the Golden defender, who's manning the far side. That was Samuel Lucier. Now Gavin Laurie has it. Laurie wearing the number 23 of former Ghost Rider Chase Fioretti. He comes in with a shot, a nice backhander that nearly fooled Baker, but Baker's able to get the pad out in a nick of time and keep this one a 1-goal game, and now back come the Golden Rockets. Here's a chance for Sim Vivian. Brendan Sim Vivian had it checked before he could get a shot away. And now Tristan Down is locked up with Sim Vivian as Thomas Johnson tries to come in to jar the puck loose as well. Gavin Laurie coming back. And now it's a tank team bout in the near corner, if you will, and finally it comes loose. The Golden Rockets able to get possession, and it's captain, Dominic Turner on that one, jarring the puck loose. And now it's still being played in the Fernie zone as the Ghost Riders are having all kinds of trouble clearing it. Bryce Trimmer gets it back to the point. A shot comes through, a big save from Fonger. And the rebound knocked over to the boards, but once again, Fernie can't clear it. Bryce Trimmer gets it back. Shot from the circle. Glove save, Riley Fonger. With Riley Egan right there in the vicinity, trying to look for a tip, but Fonger comes up big with the glove. And the Golden Rockets still looking for their first goal of the game as the Ghost Rider netminder continues to shut the door for the Golden Rockets. And what a game he's had. What a weekend he's had. Of course, a big 33-save performance yesterday in a 6-0 win versus Spokane, and he's perfect so far on all of Golden's 14 shots in this game. 7:20 to go in the second period. 1-0 Fernie leads Golden. Dave Lenson, former Nelson Leaf, bringing it down deep. Now back to the blue line, ditches it back with a nice back pass for Kyle Klein, and the Elkford native putting it wide of the net. Lenson on the near boards, right side in the Golden zone. Couldn't hang on to it, and now the Rockets look for a break, but they won't be able to get one. And a shot comes in from DeFoss, and that one went off a body and over the glass and out of play. And that will call for another stoppage. As Jeff Wagner goes with the new slate of players, 5 fresh legs out there. I guess 10 fresh legs. 5 sets of fresh legs. There we go. That's what Wiley's trying to say. And they'll have a face-off coming up. This will be left of Ryan Baker in the Golden zone. Jordan Crom comes in for the draw for the Ghost Riders, and for Golden it's Jacob Dewar. Dewar, one of the many Calgarians on this Golden roster, unable to win the draw, and a shot comes in from Derek Green through a crowd. That's easily handled by Baker, who gets the butterfly save, and now the Rockets will try to clear. They'll get it down to the Fernie blue line, but it's picked up by the Ghost Riders there off that Dewar rush. Now Derek Green up the right side. Finds Jordan Crom with the pass. Crom was trying to relay it to Bergsagel, but couldn't find him. Bergsagel, the lone goal scorer tonight. Crom with the assist on that one. And Terrell Vekved waiting for his team to tag up, and finally does, and able to get it deep into the Fernie zone, but now Brendan Neems takes over. He'll relay it to Shazinski, going up to the left board. Shazinski knocked into the boards by a Golden player, and now that's drawing a bit of a reaction, and they might scrap here. It's Shazinski behind the play, and he's battling with Hutchinson, and now finally they're breaking up. I guess Shazinski felt Hutchinson hit him from behind on that play, and that drew his ire, and they were pushing and shoving. It looked like they were going to go for a second, but cooler heads prevail as play continues, and now the Golden Rockets come in. Beautiful move, here's a shot, big save, Fonger! Briar White with an amazing move, a dipsy doodle dandy, and he comes up with a big shot, but Riley Fonger with a nice save off that toe drag turn wrist shot from Briar White. Now White and Szynski are going at it, and Szynski's getting all kinds of attention here from about 3 Golden players, and now that scrum's broken up, and we're likely going to have some penalties coming up to both sides here. Briar White is being taken to the box. He threw the initial punch in that scrum. Szynski fighting back, and then Jaden Hendricks quickly jumped in, who was shaken up earlier but now appears to be okay. And Szynski, an interesting shift for him as he was going at it earlier with Colton Hutchinson earlier on in the play, and that was separated, and then he drew about 3 Rockets towards him after the whistle went, with a whole lot of face washing and jabs being thrown, and it's going to be interesting to see what the referee comes out with here. The only person in the penalty box right now is Golden's Briar White. And if that stands, it'll be Fernie's first power play of the evening. Dylan DeFoss is out there to get the Dillio from the official. Joining him is Golden's Ryan Taylor. 5:31 to go in the second period. Business picking up. The only penalty being indicated on the board is going to Briar White at this point. So it looks like this will bring up Fernie's first power play of the game. They've killed off 2 Golden attempts, and now they'll get a look at the power play for themselves as the referee continues to break down the penalty situation to the 2 assistant captains out by the penalty box area. So if that stands, and it is a Fernie power play, they're coming into this one with the 10th ranked power play in the KIJHL, standing at 16.67%. Golden's penalty kill is at 5th in the KIJHL. They're clicking at an efficiency rating of 85.63, and this will indeed be a Fernie Ghost Rider power play. And as always, this power play is for SMS Equipment in Elkford, your local equipment and solutions provider for the mining, forestry, construction, and utility industries. Ghost Riders getting possession off the face-off to open the power play. Szynski out there after drawing the penalty. Gets a feed from Jordan Crom. Szynski looking to his left side. Bergsagel has it. Bergsagel throws it out to the slot, gets it back, shoots! And oh my goodness, what a nice glove save from Ryan Baker. That's going to be his best of the night, as Bergsagel has a hot hand, and he gets the power play opportunity there, but comes up huge with a big glove save. They'll drop it again in the Golden zone, and this draw is going to be won by the Ghost Riders. Jordan Crom looking for Szynski. Szynski's shot from the point. Stop. Rebound. Score! Szynski got the blast from the point, and the power play conversion for the Ghost Riders. As coming in for the rebound there was Dylan DeFoss, and he comes up huge, and the Ghost Riders now with that power play goal lead the hockey game 2-0, and Dylan DeFoss, the Calgary, Alberta native, with his 7th goal of the season. And it comes on the power play, and a big one at that for the Fernie Ghost Riders. So now this game 2-0. That goal coming at 15 minutes even into the second period. Shots now 23-15 for the Ghost Riders. And we'll see if that's going to be enough to hold on. Of course, they'd like to pad that lead a little bit more if they can. It's been 3-2 finishes in the prior 2 games between these 2 teams. The first game that these 2 teams played, Fernie got 3 goals to start the game, and then Golden came back with 2 more, but were unable to get that third to tie things up. As this game has definitely picked up in the physicality department. A few big hits starting to come about. And that goal coming on the power play for Dylan DeFoss off that big shot from Greg Szynski. Playing now in the Fernie zone. Golden looking for a response, and it's Dominic Turner, and he looks back to the point and went past everybody, including Stephen Bigham, and it bounces all the way back into the Golden end. Baker out of his net to play it. Gets to Bigham. Quickly relayed. Now trying to take it up the boards is Bryce Trimmer, but he couldn't get it there, and it's now shot into the safety netting, and play is whistled down. So with that, we'll take another quick break from the broadcast as we'll come back, and it will be a, looks like coincidental minors to sort out here. 3:57 we come back. It's 2-0 Fernie on 99.1 The Drive in Golden. Welcome back to the Golden Arena. It's 2-0. Fernie Ghost Riders leading the Golden Rockets here on 99.1 The Drive as we tick away the second period here. About 3.5 minutes left. Goals in this game for Fernie from Simon Bergsagel and Dylan DeFoss. Coincidental penalties handed out in the last sequence. No power play to be had by either side as the Ghost Riders now venture back into Golden territory. It's Nick Sombrowski. Backhand pass for 4. They score! What a play from Nick Sombrowski going cross ice and finding the pass there and taking up with his line mate Kyle Ford. Ford with the nice finish. And the Ghost Riders now have a 3-0 lead off a great rush. And it's Kyle Ford with the finish and a great setup there from Nick Sombrowski. And Kyle Ford is a player that I know Jeff Wagner has been wanting to see get going a little bit. He had a great start to the season, tailed off a little bit since, but now has his 8th goal of the season, and it's a big one as that makes it 3-0 for the Fernie Ghost Riders with time ticking away in the second period. Ghost Riders 6-0 winners yesterday, up 3-0 over halfway through the hockey game here. And now, post-whistle, is Szynski once again getting into it with Jaden Hendricks, and Hendricks has been not in the best of moods ever since going down earlier in the game with that injury, and he's tried to get at Szynski a few times now. And Szynski weathering the storm of fisticuffs coming his way. Having some words with some of the Golden fans here, but I think and he's still having a bit of a conversation with one of the fans in the building, but it's going to end up as a Fernie Ghost Rider power play as the penalty is now called for Jaden Hendricks. So he'll sit 2, and that brings up another Ghost Riders power play. And as always, this Ghost Riders power play is for SMS Equipment in Elkford, committed to enhancing the quality of life for the people that live in the communities where they operate. And the Ghost Riders 1-for-1 with the power play already. That goal from Dylan DeFoss coming at the man advantage, their second goal of the game, and now they'll look to pad their lead even further. Of course, in between this power play and the second goal, they had one come in from Kyle Ford on a great rush for Nick Sombrowski. So, Fernie looking to make it 4-0 with the man advantage now, 1-for-1 on the evening. They get a chance early on here, 15 seconds in. It's stopped by Baker and covered. And the Golden Rockets are definitely going to want to keep their discipline about them if they want to get back into this one. They'll have to weather off this Fernie power play before that. As Bergsagel throws it out to the slot. DeFoss turned and fired one, but it wasn't a strong shot, and that was easily turned aside. Now the Ghost Riders looking to set up. They're along the boards in the Golden Zone. It comes out to Gavin Laurie. Or sorry, check that. It's actually Jordan Crom. He gets it back down. Now to the point. Szynski. Looking for Bergsagel. Comes back to Crom. Now back to Greg Szynski. Szynski for Bergsagel. His shot, and that's covered and stopped by Ryan Baker, who makes a big save with a sea of red and gray jerseys in front of him on that one. Puck will be held for a face-off with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second period, and a minute 11 to go in this Fernie Ghost Rider power play for SMS Equipment in Elkford. Shots are 27-15 for the visitors, who lead 3-0 in this hockey game. Of course, for those of you listening to this game on 99.1 The Drive, you'll be able to hear an interview with Simon Bergsagel, his first interview since joining the Ghost Riders, so definitely interesting to hear from the import from Copenhagen, Denmark, as play comes back now into the Fernie zone. Ghost Riders trying to get back set up, but the Golden Rockets doing a great job of killing time off the clock, and Dominic Turner with some nice moves down low, short-handed, and he almost swung himself for a chance, but the Ghost Riders quickly come back for them on the power play, and now they're hustling back towards the Golden Zone as it comes out for Gavin Laurie. It's in the slot after a bounce off a player. Back to the point it goes. Kyle Ford playing it over to Gill. Back to Neems. Now Savvy Gill, midpoint, shoots. That one sent wide. The rebound off the boards. Picked up by the Rockets, but they can't make anything with it. And it comes back into Ghost Rider possession. Brendan Neems at the point. Looking for Savvy Gill. Now Kyle Ford. Neems. Ford. Over to Laurie. And the play goes off a stick and over the glass. And just getting some confirmations about those Fernie goals. Once again, thank you to the staff here in the Golden broadcast booth for taking me in and really helping me out with these period summaries with the summaries here. So Dylan DeFoss's goal on the power play came from Jordan Crom and Simon Bergsagel. So Bergsagel with his second point of the game, as well as Crom. And the Kyle Ford goal was from Nicholas Sombrowski as well as Savvy Gill. 2 seconds to go, and now the power play for the Ghost Riders has ended. They fall to 1 for 2 with the man advantage, and right out the box, Jaden Hendricks with a shot, and that's blockered away by Fonger, who had to make a tough save with the Golden player just escaping the penalty box. Hendricks now puts it out front. There's a chance, and it goes just wide. Hutchinson not getting the lumber on that he wanted. Play still being pressurized inside the Fernie zone as we're well into the final minute of the second period. Golden really trying to chip away at this 3-goal Fernie lead if they can before the buzzer goes. Trying to establish a bit of momentum, but Welford's able to jump on the loose puck and send it up the blue line, though it's not out. And a clearing attempt doesn't make it out. Now a chance here for Beckford! And a big save from Riley Fonger off the Golden defender. On that instance, my goodness, Tyrell Vekved came in with a good look, got around a few defenders, and he had a lot of traffic in front of Fonger, but Fonger is in his zone as he has been all weekend long, and he comes up with a huge save for the Ghost Riders in that instance. 20.6 seconds to go, 27-18 the shots in favor of the Fernie Ghost Riders. Dominic Turner, Dylan DeFoss on the face-off. Turner wins it for Golden. Shot from the point off the top of the stick of Fonger. And now Szynski being driven into the boards by Bryce Trimmer. Play still loose in behind the Fernie net. Now comes out for Dominic Turner. He couldn't get a good shot away, and now Turner and DeFoss are locked up, trading headlocks. And it looks like cooler heads will prevail as the buzzer goes to signal the end of the second period, and what a great second period it was for the Fernie Ghost Riders, who lead 3-0 after 40 minutes over the Golden Rockets, and the Golden Rockets now trying to go back to the drawing board, and they need to get a quick one when they start the third period to get back into it, but that's about 15 minutes time away. When we come back, we'll summarize what was that second period here on 99.1 The Drive and PlayFullScreen.com. After 40 minutes, it's Fernie 3, Golden 0. Welcome back to the Golden Arena. Wiley Henderson here on 99.1 The Drive after we've just concluded period number 2 between the Fernie Ghost Riders and the Golden Rockets. After 40 minutes, it is a 3-0 lead for the Ghost Riders as we get to this period summary for Tech setting possibilities in motion, a proud community supporter of the Fernie Ghost Riders. Tech. So that second period produced 2 Fernie Ghost Rider goals. The first one coming on the power play. That was Dylan DeFoss, who batted in a rebound off a shot from Jordan Crom. Simon Bergsegel also factoring into the play with the assist on that one. So a power play goal there. That made it 2-0. And then a little later on in the period, it was Kyle Ford on a 2-on-1 rush, taking a beautiful backhand pass from Nick Samowski on the fly to bury it to make it 3-0. Savvy Gale also factoring into the scoring on that play. After 40 minutes, Fernie is 1 for 2 with the man advantage, while the Golden Rockets, are 0 for 2 at this point of the hockey game. And the shots stand at 27 for the Fernie Ghost Riders and 18 for Golden. So that's the tale of the tape after 2 periods of play here at the Golden Arena. The Fernie Ghost Riders with it well in hand, but the Golden Rockets with plenty of firepower to get back into this one. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out and what kind of a game plan Golden coach Jeremy Bloomis deploys in the return of play in the third period. So that basically summarizes what was that second period between the two clubs. And when we come back, we'll get to our second intermission interview with newcomer Simon Bergsegel for the Fernie Ghost Riders. Wiley Henderson here on 99.1 The Drive and PlayFullScreen.com. It's 3-0 for the Fernie Ghost Riders over the Golden Rockets after 40 minutes.
My son lives in Cranbrook and works for Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Around Fernie, one of the mines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's probably like the Elkford or around there. Yeah.
That's where I wouldn't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I know he was, the mine he worked at was the mine that they had the man killed there a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, that was Elkford. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we reported on that one.
Yeah, I know he was posting it and I was following him.
Yeah.
That's our Aussies and New Zealanders, and they love the Zamboni guy. You know, there's a long story behind that. There's a couple of videos from a couple of years ago at the end of the season.
Nice.
But, they're wild and woolly and it's wonderful.
No, I've been watching them. They're pretty lively.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're doing a great job.
No problem.
I'm so
Thanks.
pleased to have you.
Thanks for having me. Really enjoying it, actually, so it's great.
Super, super.
Welcome back, wherever I may find you tonight. We're live at the Golden Arena in Golden, BC. It's the second intermission between the Fernie Ghost Riders and the Golden Rockets, and after 2 periods of play, it is 3 for Fernie, 0 for Golden. Wiley Henderson here. I'm handling the play-by-play tonight for 99.1 The Drive's broadcast for the Fernie Ghost Riders. I'm also subbing in tonight on PlayFullScreen.com for the Golden Rockets. Once again, I've said it many times, but I can't say it enough. Thank you so much to the Golden Rockets for your hospitality tonight. It is very much appreciated, and what a great broadcast booth that they had me in here. It's amazing. What a great time we're having here in Golden. And speaking of good times, the Fernie Ghost Riders have made a little bit of a habit of this. So whenever a new player comes in, they like to kind of jump me on the interview and shove their sticks into the player's face while I'm interviewing them, with the sticks mimicking what would be microphones. And for this interview with Simon Bergsegel, the newcomer who has a goal and assist tonight, and 2 assists and 3 goals in his first 2 KIJHL games at that, Bergsegel was being interviewed by me, and as well as probably about 10 other teammates with full microphones, makeshift hockey sticks. But anyways, it was a fun interview. Here's Simon Bergsegel. We talked to him before the game. Okay, so believe it or not, too, while I was doing that interview with Simon, he actually started juggling 3 oranges at one point and didn't seem flapped at all by the plethora of sticks/microphones in his face. Enough time to do the interview and juggle. So definitely cool under pressure is Simon Bergsegel, and what a great pickup for Jeff Wagner, the Copenhagen, Denmark native, making his debut yesterday in a big way, and his sophomore appearance, his second game tonight, no slouch either, opening the scoring and chipping in with an assist on a second period goal. So he's definitely going to be a name that I'm sure Ghost Rider fans all over will come to know and love. So that does it for the second intermission interview. When we come back, actually, we'll take it back to the booth where Renee has your out-of-town scoreboard on 99.1 The Drive. After 40 minutes at the Golden Arena, the Fernie Ghost Riders lead the Golden Rockets 3-0. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Golden Arena here in Golden, BC, as we get prepared for third period action between the Fernie Ghost Riders and the Golden Rockets. After 40 minutes, it's Fernie 3, Golden 0. Fernie with the 27-18 edge and shots on goal. Second period goals from Dylan DeVos, his 7th of the year, and from Kyle Ford, his 8th of the year, put Fernie up 3-0 after coming into the second period with a 1-0 lead off the heels of a first period Simone Bergsegel goal. And now third period action underway as it's Bryce Trimmer off the draw trying to pick it up for Golden and get a quick chance, but he's unable to get a shot away after entering the Fernie blue line. Puck straddled along the center ice line and now once again handled by Trimmer, though Trimmer couldn't make a play with it. Bergsegel throws it back to his defender. It's Derek Green. Green relays with a backhand pass, throwing it cross ice for Greg Szynski, who's drawn the ire of a pair of, well, more than a pair of Golden Rockets tonight. He'll dump it in, and now it's Callan. Jaden Callan throwing it up to center for Golden. Now comes back to Callan's stick. He'll once again bat it up to center. Bryce Trimmer throws it into the Fernie zone, picked up there by Szynski, and now up it goes to Brennan Neems. Neems using his speed and size as he enters the Golden zone, but he's quickly checked, and now Jaden Callan looking for a Hail Mary pass, and he's tried to find Briar White, but that went off White's skate and bounced down into the end boards in the Fernie zone. Play comes out for Dave Lenzen. Lenzen, though, couldn't handle it. And it'll go back to Kyle Klein now. Klein, a rookie defender for the Fernie Ghost Riders, throws it up the boards on the near side, looking for Sebastian Iannuzzi. Iannuzzi has it go back, and now it's Kyle Klein with it. Klein trying to skate it up the middle, and he nearly got burned there, and a great chance for Golden as it came right to the stick of Colton Hutchinson, and he had a shot that just flopped away from him. And Golden nearly coming close to their first goal of the game off a giveaway in the Fernie zone. And now the Ghost Riders, with the 3-0 lead intact, have to make sure they don't get too complacent out there, and that's where Golden can really come back to bite the Ghost Riders. Fernie now ushering it down towards the Golden zone. Ghost Rider player is taken down on the way pursuing the puck. That was Dylan DeVos, no penalty called. And the Golden Rockets are able to clear it out. Fernie drives it back in, and now back come the Rockets to set up a play. Ryan Taylor in behind his net. Throws up a pass. Alex Johnson now coming in 2-on-1. He has a bit of help, and there's a pass and a shot, and a big save by Fonger. And that was Sean Gabrowski firing it from just inside the right face-off circle in the Fernie zone off the feed on that 2-on-1 rush. And unfortunately for the Golden Rockets, not able to materialize on that instance, as Alex Johnson threw it cross ice, but Gabrowski unable to make good on that chance. And the Ghost Riders win the ensuing draw. That was dropped to the left of goaltender Riley Fonger. They're now into the Golden zone. Pass out to the slot, looking for Kyle Ford. On that attempt was Aiden Gleasoner, but it didn't connect, and now Alex Johnson brings it back the other way for Golden. He's slightly ahead of the play, and now the Rockets will have to tag up. And they'll bring it back into neutral ice. Rockets coming back in. Long shoot in there, and that was Samuel Lucier. Couldn't hang on to it. Wareham throws one out, and that pass was blocked, and now it's still in limbo in the neutral zone. Neither team wanting to make that next crucial mistake as Szynski gives for defense partner Derek Green. It's off his stick, and it bounces over to Nick Sombrowski. Sombrowski, though, couldn't hang on to it. Now here's Szynski. Ahead for Gavin Lowry. Lowry with a shot blocker save, and a nice one at that for Ryan Baker. And now here's Brendan Syme-Vivian. Syme-Vivian speeds into the Fernie zone. He goes in behind the goal line, looking out for a pass into the slump, but nobody there to take it. Now the Ghost Riders have it in behind their net. Corey Zink taking it over to now the left boards as he gets it out into neutral ice. Johnny Elias bringing it in, but Gavin Lowry was a step or two ahead of the play, and offside is called on the Fernie Ghost Riders. A quick pace to start this third period, 16:14 to go in the final regulation frame. Fernie still with a 3-0 lead intact and a 28-21 edge in the shots on goal count. Tom Johnson lining up for the draw outside the gold and blue line against Fernie's Johnny Elias. Elias unable to pull it back, and now it's Jaden Callan handling it for the Ghost Riders. Or sorry, for the Golden Rockets. Now the Ghost Riders with it. Corey Zink playing one off the boards, and play is going to be whistled down as Pashniak is taken off his footing. And both teams will go with a few fresh sets of legs. Wholesale change for the Golden Rockets as Jeremy Bloomis goes with 5 new skaters. Setting up for the face-off now is Fernie's Jordan Crom and Bryce Trimmer for the Golden Rockets. Trimmer wins this draw cleanly, and he gets possession. Nice backhand pass to throw it up to Dominic Turner. He gets a long shot away. That was easily handled by Fonger. Kicked away, and now the Ghost Riders will look for a clear. They'll get one just out into the neutral zone, not past center, as Vekved's able to send it back in deep for the Golden Rockets. So the Rockets getting some good puck possession, but not pushing the envelope nearly enough as they need to be to chip away at this Fernie lead. They like to see a little bit more urgency as Bryce Trimmer's knocked down away from the play by Jordan Crom, and a chance here for Briar White as he comes in and had that one blocked. Briar White trying to make something happen again as he keeps the puck from escaping the blue line. But Fernie will eventually get a chance to clear it out, and it's off the boards now, deep into the golden zone. Vekved gets to it before Bergsegel can. Bergsegel finishing his check on Ryan Taylor as the puck comes up to the Fernie blue line, picked up once again by the Ghost Riders and dumped in by Kyle Klein. Taylor skates it out for Golden. Taylor up past the Fernie blue line, dumps it in. Klein skates back for it. And Fernie with 4 men back right now as they'll alley-oop one out to neutral ice. Hutchinson dumping it in for the Golden Rockets. Kyle Klein chasing it down. Throws it in behind the net. Savvy Gill picking it up for Fernie. Trying to take it up the left side to no avail as Wareham gets a blast away from the point. That didn't make it through a crowd. And now here's a chance in front, and Fonger able to make a save off a Sean Gabrowski chance. Gabrowski had the other good chance earlier on in the period on a 2-on-1 rush, but was unable to beat Fonger, who's now gone 5 straight periods without allowing a goal after yesterday's perfect performance against Spokane. As you heard in that scoring update too, in the second intermission, Spokane being dealt in 11-1 lead right now for Kimberly over the Spokane Braves, who've had a tough weekend so far. Gavin Lowry comes in on the forecheck in the Golden zone on the near boards. Now Lucier picks it up for Golden, and he'll try to usher a breakout, and he does. Sean Gabrowski gets it at center, can't hold on to it. Now DeFoss headmans it, throwing it up ahead, and that was Iannuzzi trying to chase it down for Fernie. He couldn't catch up, and now Gabrowski able to get it to center. Dylan DeFoss up ahead. Here's Iannuzzi, backhand shot, and that's stopped by Baker. Iannuzzi still looking for that first career KIJHL goal. He had a good look there with the backhand, but didn't get a whole lot on that shot. And Baker is able to make an easy save in the Golden crease. 13:22 to go in the third period. 3-0, the Fernie Ghost Riders leading the Golden Rockets. Of course, if Fernie wins this one, they'll take sole possession of third place in the Eddie Mountain Division standings, and they'll also have a 3-0 lead in the season series. As the Rockets bank one off the boards and it sails into the Fernie crease, and rather than tempt fate, Fonger will play it safe and hold on for a face-off, so we'll have another draw emanating in the Fernie zone. As this third period continues to tick away quickly. And the Golden partisan crowd here entertained by some Kesha over the loudspeakers. Get a few laughs from some of the Golden players in the booth after that Kesha reference. As play continues now in the Fernie zone. Ghost Riders looking to break it out. Can't quite get it past center. And Dominic Turner taken down as he enters the Fernie zone, and Not quick to get up too, as Shazinski was on him. They'll separate apart. His play comes back into neutral ice. Ryan Taylor throws it up ahead, and here's a chance for Turner from the slot. It was going wide, but Fonger tries to cover anyways, and he couldn't get it, and Golden scores! Well, Turner had the shot away, and Fonger tried to cover it, but couldn't quite do it. And the Golden Rockets able to gobble it up, and they cut the lead to 2. That's a timely goal for Riley Egan. And a big one for the Golden Rockets, as that puts them right back in this game. And Egan's 3rd goal of the season makes this a 3-1 hockey game. And that was one that Golden really needed. And now the Fonger chants come out from this Golden partisan crowd as that one gets them into it. It's the 3-1 hockey game, 2 goals separating the Golden Rockets and the Fernie Ghost Riders in the 3rd period. And momentum appears to be catching up onto the Golden side of things. Once again, a big goal there for the Golden Rockets as Riley Egan has them in this one. And now they're back once again pressing towards the Fernie net, and Fonger getting driven into the crease, and the net comes off his moorings as the Rockets now trying to blast off towards the Fernie goal and crash it as hard as they can. And with Fonger playing the way he has been the last few games, they'll almost have to get him out of position to score. And I think that's just what they're trying to do, and that's how it worked out with that big goal for Egan. Face off upcoming in the in the Fernie zone. It'll be to the right of Fonger. Thomas Johnson unable to win this one for Golden, and now out come the Ghost Riders. Sombrowski, headman pass. Kyle Ford couldn't hang on to it. It slides into the Golden zone. Now in the near corner. Golden trying to take it up the right side, but Jaden Callan had his pass knocked wayward. And Simon Vivian bracing for contact from Kyle Ford, and a case of the irresistible force meeting the movable object there, as Gorilla Monsoon would say in his heyday. But now Fernie with a chance, a shot coming in from Gavin Lowry, and that's blocked, and now out comes Jaden Callan, makes a nice move to get around Corey Zink as he ventures now into the Fernie zone, being watched by Elias. As it slides down and now onto the stick of Simon Vivian, a Golden veteran gets a shot away through, trying to put it through a crowd, but it went off a body and then back to him. And now a high shot comes in, and Fonger is able to keep that one out. Eric Welford trying to jostle one loose as they battle in the near corner in the Fernie zone. And the puck comes out towards the hash marks. Zink couldn't clear, and now Zink tied up behind the play with a Golden player. And that was Dominic Turner. Cooler heads prevail as they separate, and Golden still with the with the possession, almost as if they're on a power play right now, the way they're moving the puck around in the Fernie zone. And finally the Ghost Riders able to clear as Wareham tries to throw it back towards the Fernie zone quickly, but not before the Ghost Riders are able to make a quick change. Bergsegel over to Savvy Gill, and now a headman pass for Crom. Crom was looking to get a break, but he's instead knocked into the boards hard by K.O. Warren with a nice hit. Now Briar White chips one up ahead. White into the Fernie zone, couldn't hang on to it, and back come the Ghost Riders. Crossing the blue line and getting the shot away was Jordan Crom, and then the rebound was there for Neems, but Neems put it wide of the net. Bergsegel keeps it in, the Copenhagen native. Now parked in front of the net as play is over to Fernie's right wing boards. Brendan Neems unable to hang on to it, and the Ghost Riders have it cleared into their own zone as Kyle Klein comes back for it, and the top line partially changes. Neems still out, as well as Bergsegel. Now the latter two will make their way back to the bench. Vekved carves his way into the Fernie zone from the Golden side of things, and the defender throws a shot in as offside is called on the Golden Rockets, and that will come with 9:24 to go in the 3rd period. And with that, it's the halfway timeout for both teams and the halfway timeout for this broadcast. When we come back, we'll have the rest of the 3rd period. It's now a 3-1 hockey game. The Ghost Riders leading the Golden Rockets.
Do you want these?
It's fine. Got them. Thank you. Welcome back to the Golden Arena as we tick down the third period. 9:24 to go in the final frame of regulation. Fernie with a 2-goal lead. It's 3-1 as Golden has come back just a little bit after a goal from Riley Egan. Assists on that one coming to Dominic Turner as well as Ryan Taylor. They'll need a couple more yet. Still a lot of hockey to be played here in Golden. Shots now at 28 for Golden and 29 for Fernie, and that just indicates how much play has been inside the Fernie zone in this period as Fernie came in with a 7 shots edge to start this period. That has now been dwindled to 1. Golden unable to clear their zone, and a point blast comes in, and Baker once again making a big save, this time off a point blast that came in through a crowd off the stick of Derek Green, and a bit of conversation happening out there on the ice. It's David Lenzen and Ryan Taylor having a few words after the whistle. I'm sure nothing that's being said out there can be repeated on this broadcast, so I won't try. Also can't really read their lips right now. Nonetheless, that will call for a face-off upcoming in the Golden zone. It's to the left of Ryan Baker, and the Golden Rockets try to push it up ahead, but the Ghost Riders keep it hemmed in the Golden zone, and they'll want to play as much time as they can in this end of the rink as a shot comes in from Neems from the slot, and that was grazed off of Baker and then over the glass and out as Neems nearly had the game on his stick there. One had to think a 4th goal from Fernie would have iced this one, but a big save from Baker keeps that from happening. Now Crom lines up for a draw. That's going to be outside the blue line. On the Golden side, it's swung cleanly by the Rockets all the way back to the crease. Baker plays it over for his defender, Bigham. Steve Bigham starts the breakout. Now out comes Colton Hendricks. Or sorry, I should say Colton Hutchinson. Hutchinson throwing it deep. As Derek Green tries to bat one out of midair, looking for Brendan Neems. Neems gets it. Through center he goes, and it's coughed up. Steve Bigham gets it out back to center, now going the other way. Jacob Dewar being watched by all kinds of gray jerseys. Regains the puck in behind the Fernie net, throwing it over to the far boards, and he was looking for a play there from Gabrowski. Ends up getting it back and then gets knocked down with a hit. And the play is coughed up in neutral ice. Crom walking in, threw a pass, couldn't get to it. Now he does, he scores! Jordan Crom break out the highlight reel, and that makes it 4-1 for the Ghost Riders. Crom came in with a shot that was blocked. It came back to him, and he beat the pants out of a pair of Golden defenders to get towards the slot to throw in a backhander past Baker, who had committed to the earlier shot and was not able to recover in time. And Crom with the huge goal for the Fernie Ghost Riders, his first of the evening, and that might just seal the deal, his 13th of the season. Jordan Crom's been all over the score sheet tonight. That's his 3rd point of the game. He had 4 points last night as well, and the Ghost Riders restored the 3-goal lead. It's now a 4-1 hockey game with 7:56 to go in the 3rd period. And a beauty at that from Jordan Crom, number 22 for Fernie, coming up big. And he's been Jeff Wagner's go-to offensively this season, and he shows you there just why with some of those sweet hands on display from number 22. Play continues now in the neutral zone. Golden down by 3 with time dwindling in the 3rd. Trying to force the envelope here. And a shot comes in from just outside the circle from Riley Egan, and this time Fonger's able to close the angle and get a big save and cover for a face-off. 7:23 now remains in the 3rd period. 4-1 is the lead for the Fernie Ghost Riders. And of course, the 3rd meeting between the two teams this season. This is the first time either team has gotten more than 3 goals. Fernie has won the first 2 meetings 3-2. 4 different goal scorers tonight for the Fernie Ghost Riders. Play continues now as the puck slides down into the Golden zone. Vekved couldn't get it further up to center, and now Lenzen tries to play it closer towards the Golden net, but it bounces up to neutral ice, where the Ghost Riders find it, and Eric Welford able to dump it in. Ghost Riders might be poised with playing dump and chase hockey now and just throwing men back and trying to trap the Golden Rockets, but the Rockets will do everything they can to press as Pashniak throws one up. Tom Johnson couldn't get to it, and the puck is knocked over into the Golden bench, and a face-off will be called at the stoppage in play. Ghost Riders looking to move their winning streak to 4 games. This is the hottest they've been all season, and they're heating up at just the right time when the stats start to bear extra meaning with the playoff races starting to begin. And of course, a very capable lot of Eddie Mountain Division teams vying for those 4 playoff spots. That includes Creston. They're down in the standings right now, but they have the potential to get back into the races. These 2 teams deadlocked at 29 points heading into this one. It looks like that will be 31-29 in favor of Fernie when the buzzer goes, but still a bit of hockey to be played here as the Golden Rockets look to get 3 quick ones. Briar White chasing it down as Kyle Klein gets back for it. Sebastian Iannuzzi now clearing it out. Dave Lenzen catches it in the neutral zone, makes a nice play to get around a check, and now he shoots, and a good block from Captain Dominic Turner to get in the way of that one. It looked like it hurt his hand a little bit, but he's able to shake it off and continue the shift. Johnny Elias takes a huge hit from Turner. Elias had just dropped the puck, and Turner turns around with a big check on Elias, and it looked like the puck has escaped, but it stays in, and now a chance here for Corey Zink, and Zink with a shot, and he's knocked down after the play by Bryce Trimmer. And Zink, it looked like he was going to go after the hit for that whistle, and now Szynski and Callan going at it as Callan heads his way back to the bench, and some frustration starting to show on the ice there after Zink was dumped late. Just getting confirmation about the Jordan Crom goal, so Simone Bergsegel and Brendan Neems picking up assists on that one, so Bergsegel now with 3 points in the hockey game as well as Crom. Play continues. Face-off in the Golden zone is won by the Fernie Ghost Riders. They lead 4-1, and time ticking away in the 3rd period. Shot from the point, and that's kicked aside by Baker. Rebound, and Laurie couldn't negotiate the bouncing puck. He cycles it back for Johnny Elias. Elias walks with it back to the point as Szynski gets a shot away, and that's blocked by Gabrowski, and it'll sail all the way back into the Fernie zone. Ghost Riders quick to collect. Taking it back in now is Samuel Lucier for Golden. Into the Fernie zone, and a chance at a one-timer from the slot, and a big goal on the release for Colton Hutchinson. And Golden back to within 2 with 4:56 to go. And don't count out the Rockets just yet as Colton Hutchinson drives the one-timer home. A Brett Hall special on that one with the release. And that makes this one 4-2, pulling Golden back within 2 of the Ghost Riders. That's Hutchinson's 3rd of the season, and a timely one. And still life on that Rockets bench yet. 4-2 the score. Less than 5 minutes to go in the 3rd period, and the Fonger chance start here at Golden as they try to flap the goalie who was previously unflappable in the 5 prior periods to this one, now scored on twice by the Rockets in the 3rd frame. Golden once again trying to push the envelope. Here's Dominic Turner. Enters the zone. He's knocked down by Neems. Puck comes into possession for the Fernie Ghost Riders. And they're just going to send it down deep. Vekved carries it out. And he drives it down. And that's deep into the Fernie zone. Ghost Riders clear out to the blue line, but not further, and Golden won't need to tag up. They still have possession in the Fernie zone, trying to force the envelope here. Puck comes out to the slot. Pashniak couldn't hang on to it. Now a chance here for the Ghost Riders to skate it out as Sombrowski comes in with help. Pass out front into the slot, and that went over the goal. And Baker's net goes off its moorings, and now Ryan Taylor and Aiden Gleesner getting face to face, and I don't think the Ghost Riders are getting sucked into this post-whistle entertainment, as they don't want to get into penalty trouble, and they're trying to be as disciplined as possible right now, while the Rockets appear to be trying to egg them on, possibly to draw a penalty. Not a bad strategy. 4-2 is the score. And the face-off will be coming up in the Golden zone. It'll be to the right of goaltender Ryan Baker. Kyle Ford in for the draw for the Fernie Ghost Riders. Tom Johnson lines up for the Golden Rockets. 3:50 to go in the period. Nick Sombrowski in behind the Golden net, taking all kinds of bumps from Callan. And now Callan's going to go for cross-checking, and Kyle Ford skated in, trying to have his teammates back, and now Nick Sombrowski and Jaden Callan having more words, as Callan was throwing all kinds of cross-checks towards Sombrowski there, right in front of the official. And not much choice there for the official, but to give the call, and that will call for Fernie's third power play of the hockey game. This Ghost Rider power play is for SMS Equipment in Elkford, your local equipment and solutions provider for the mining, forestry, construction, and utility industries. Fernie 1 for 2 with the power play today. They can really seal the deal with the power play goal here, with 3:44 to go in regulation and a 4-2 lead intact. And off the draw, Gabrowski right away throwing a big hit, but Fernie able to come out with possession. Colton Hutchinson, who has a goal in this third period for Golden, tried to force the pinch play, but the Ghost Riders calmly play it back into the Golden zone. From the point, it's Szczynski sliding it down off the glass. Dylan DeFoss loses it. Ryan Taylor trying to clear. Taylor having his stick lifted, couldn't get the clear out, and now finally it'll be alley-ooped out, but plays whistle dead as it hit one of the rafters on the way out. And an untimely penalty from Jaden Callan, putting his team shorthanded. Another minute 25 to go in this Fernie Ghost Riders power play. 3:10 to go in regulation time. 4-2 the score in favor of the visiting Fernie Ghost Riders, who are looking for their fourth straight victory. Face-off win for the power play unit. Grom has 3 points tonight. He's at the point now with it. Gets it to Szczynski. Szczynski, Bergsegel. Bergsegel looking cross-ice. Couldn't get it to Crom, and Ryan Taylor comes in with a huge hit on Dave Lenzen. And boy, the hits have been coming hot and heavy in this third period. And a blast from the point. One-timer, Szczynski can't drive it through. And Baker comes up with a big save as Lenzen takes some more business standing in front of the Golden crease. 2:41 remains in regulation time. 57 seconds to go in Fernie's third power play of the hockey game. 4-2 the score here at the arena in Golden. And if you think these two teams are starting to gain familiarity, just wait. They're back at it again next Saturday right here on 99.1 The Drive and playfullscreen.com. Neems lays into one off the face-off win, and a big drive from the point, and Baker once again able to catch that. Not much traffic in front of his vision of the puck this time. He's able to eye that one down and make the big save. Dominic Turner lines up for this draw for Golden for the shorthanded Rockets. And the power play unit wins the draw. Kyle Ford with the big face-off win for Fernie. Now he has it on the doorstep. Ford taking it in behind the Golden net. His pass is out front for Sombrowski. Sombrowski dishes it off to Gill. Now back to Ford. Good puck movement here from the Ghost Riders. And Gill, one-timer. And that one flubs its way towards the Golden crease. Blocking it off by Ryan Baker. And Sombrowski was trying to lift the puck up on his stick, but to no avail. Though the Ghost Riders still moving the puck around nicely on this power play. Shot comes in, and that one from Neems hit his teammate on the way in. Gavin Laurie, who is standing in front of the net. Now Savvy Gill trying to settle down a rolling puck. Gets it to Ford for a one-timer, and that's blocked before it hit the crease. Good puck movement on this power play, and a chance for Sombrowski. And once again, Baker coming up with the save. Gavin Laurie up to the far boards looking for names. It's out in front. Sombrowski couldn't catch up to it. And now Dominic Turner able to clear it out as the power play has expired and a minute and a half to go in regulation. And now Golden back to full strength. Shot coming in from just inside the circle. Went high and wide, and now the Rockets once again trying to play it down. Look for Bloomis to signal for his goaltender to head to the bench, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, no, they're going to send him back as Fernie brings it in on a 3-on-2. Baker was halfway to the bench. Weak shot from Iannuzzi, handled by Baker. And Dave Lenzen once again taking the business. This time Ryan Taylor and Vekvid both taking turns, blasting him with hits. As we've entered the final minute of regulation time in the third period, Ryan Taylor and Sebastian Iannuzzi having words. And that's a bit of a size mismatch, as Iannuzzi, one of the smaller players on the ice. And just getting confirmation on that last Colton Hutchinson goal, the second goal of the game for the Golden Rockets, that came with assists from Sean Gabrowski and Jacob Dewar. And now a timeout has been called. So the two teams will talk a little bit of strategy. Jeff Wagner's focus will be how to keep the puck out. Well, Jeremy Bloomis' focus will be how to put it in on the Fernie side of things with a little bit less than a minute to go in the hockey game in regulation time. 4-2 the score. The Fernie Ghost Riders in the lead over their divisional rivals, the Golden Rockets. If Fernie can hang on, it's their fourth straight win, and not only that, they'll take sole possession of third place in the Addy Mountain Division standings, as they'll go up to 31 points, and Golden will be left at 29. And the timeout period has expired, and now they'll get ready. As Europe would say, it's the final countdown in this one. Of course, they're back at it right here on 99.1 The Drive next Saturday here at the Golden Arena. These two Eddie Mountain Division rivals. And we're back underway. 50 seconds to go in regulation. Shot from the point for Fernie, and that one is handled by Baker. And some more conversation after the whistle. And with the way the hostilities have been manifesting today, you have to think that next Saturday those could reach a boiling point with both teams still fresh in each other's memories. Gabrowski, DeFoss line up on the draw. It's won by Golden. Jaden Callan getting it over to Bryce Trimmer. And now out to the bench goes Ryan Baker. Extra attacker out for the Golden Rockets. It's essentially a 6-on-5 now for Golden. Ghost Riders dumping it down, and they'll take the icing call. As Derek Green tried to golf one towards the goal with a Happy Gilmore-like windup. That went wide. And 32 seconds remains now in regulation. Face-off coming up. In the Fernie zone, this will be a big one for the Rockets. They'll try to look for a set play here off the draw, most likely. Try to get a quick goal and then another one off the ensuing face-off at center. If it works out, they have 6 attackers out, and the crease is empty on the Golden side. And making a play for it there was Sebastian Iannuzzi, who had a nose for the empty net, but he couldn't get to the puck. And now Jaden Callan brings it in, going ahead for Dominic Turner, and it's mashed towards the Fernie net, and diving upon it is Riley Fonger as he covers up. And the net is once again knocked off its moorings. Now 18.9 seconds to go, and it seems after every whistle, there's more conversating between the two clubs. As hostilities are definitely starting to become evident between the two Eddie Mountain Division rivals. $18.9 to go. 2-goal lead for the Fernie Ghost Riders. Golden's next game, and it'll be December 14th at home against the Dynamiters. For the Ghost Riders, their next game is December 11th. That's on the road against the Columbia Valley Rockies, a game which we will have live on 99.1 The Drive. And DeFoss puts the icing on the cake with the empty net goal, his second of the night. Off a clearing attempt he was able to catch up with, and he slides it into the yawning cage on the Fernie side with the goalie pull for the extra attacker, and that will make it a 5-2 2-game set match for the Fernie Ghost Riders, and Dylan DeFoss now his second of the evening and his 8th of the season. And surely that has to be it. Rockets win the draw, and this one is academic at this point. A hard-fought game for both sides, but now the Fernie Ghost Riders have won 4 straight games as they take a 5-2 win over the Golden Rockets. The big line coming up huge tonight. Jordan Crom, Simon Bergsegel, each with 3 points, and Riley Fonger, terrific in the crease, as he sees 31 shots and stops 29 of them. Fernie firing 40 towards the Golden side. And that does it. That's your final. It's a 5-2 victory for the Fernie Ghost Riders over the Golden Rockets. And we'll summarize what was that third period as the Ghost Riders now continue their hot streak. They'll look for a 5th straight win Tuesday versus Columbia Valley, and cause for celebration now for the Ghost Riders as they take sole possession of 3rd place in the Eddie Mountain Division with a 5-2 win over the Golden Rockets. We'll be back with your post-game show here on 99.1 The Drive.